Hey, I hope you're having a great day. I just wanted to walk you through your documents. I've emailed you your documents. I will also place them in the mail if you would like for me to. You're going to get an email similar to this. You'll just click on View Online, and that'll open you up to your documents. And as you start to scroll down, you'll see that this appears over on the left-hand side. You can easily skip to whatever day you want by clicking on that day. So that brings me to Wednesday. If I click on information and documents, that brings me to the bottom. This has a lot of important and pertinent information, so be sure to pay attention to this section. Up here where it says documents, I will have all of your confirmations attached right there in one place so that you have everything easily accessible. Your inclusions, if you got the drink package, Wi-Fi, short excursion credit to specialty dining, all of that will be listed under inclusions. If any of those don't appear on your onboard account, once you're on the ship, go take your confirmation, which again will be under the documents right here, and go down to guest services and have them corrected. It's easier to have things handled on the ship versus once you get back home and you're off the ship. So just pay attention to your onboard account. Giving you information about our loyalty program, you can click on view right there and see information about that. If you book another cruise with us within 30 days of returning from your cruise, then we will give you either a short excursion credit, a resort for a day credit, or an onboard credit. So don't forget about that. If you got insurance, if it's Leisure Care or Norwegians, I've got information for you right here. Here's Leisure Care's information, and here's Norwegians. You won't have both. It'll be an either or situation. I've made a note to pay attention to your onboard account. Again, it's easier to handle any discrepancies while you're on the ship versus off the ship. Dining reservations, any specialty dining reservations that you want to make, I would recommend that you do that as soon as you board the ship. And if you have any issues while you're on the cruise, be sure to go down to guest services. They want you to be happy, so don't be upset or angry. Just go on down to guest services, tell them your issue, and they will handle it for you. If you're flying and you have any issues with your flights, talk to the gate agent. They have the most power. Remember to be nice. If your flights get majorly delayed, like where you're missing a flight or gets canceled, let me know immediately. Sometimes it's easier for me to handle it. Sometimes it's easier for you to handle it at the gate with the gate agent. And be sure if you get majorly delayed to ask the gate agent for a food voucher and a hotel voucher. If your airport happen to has any lounges, it's for a lounge voucher. If you have insurance, and I would save all my receipts in order and just see that you can make a claim if possible. I've given you some customs and duty information and how to dial international phone numbers and information about an ID required for travel. Remember, you have to have a passport booked to fly internationally. So if you miss the ship for some reason, you have to have that passport booked to get back into the United States. If you are traveling via flights, I've given you some domestic travel information. Be sure to read through that. Be sure if you're flying, be aware that luggage fees will be incurred for most airlines. Be aware of flight delays and cancellations. They are very common, so just be sure to pack your patience. Whatever ship you're on, this particular example is for the breakaway. I've given you a letter outlining some various information for you, so be sure to read through that. One of the big things you'll see I've got it highlighted in green is the difference between ship time and shore time, so be sure to pay attention to that. A lot of times you'll go in and out of different time zones, and the ship will change time overnight. And sometimes they don't, and when you get off the ship, you're on a different time zone than when you're on the ship, which is pertinent getting back to the ship on time, because the ship will always operate off of ship time. Be sure to download the Norwegian Cruise Line app and get signed in and play around with it before you leave. You'll need it on the ship, and you can communicate with other people with it on the ship. I've given you the cruise line protocols link for COVID. Right now, there's no testing or vaccines required. Giving you information about the dress code, prohibited items. Be sure to read through those to make sure that you're not getting anything confiscated. A common one that gets confiscated is a power strip. So just make sure that you don't have that with you. They will confiscate it. If you happen to be in the Haven, I've given you some information about the Haven. You will have priority embarkation and disembarkation. There'll be a special line for embarkation. Once you're on the ship, you'll have your exclusive Haven restaurant, which will be available for lunch, and your room will be available around 12:30, only if you're in the Haven. Go ahead and check in with your concierge when you get there and finalize any last minute dining and entertainment requests. Also check in with your butler and finalize any last minute requests with him or her as well. And if you have a child that's going to be participating in Splash Academy, go ahead and register them for that. And for disembarkation, once you're off the ship, if you see a long line that you're about to end up in, find a crew member or Port Authority staff member and let them know that you're in the Haven. You'll need to prove this with your key card, so be sure that you have it on you. Sometimes they'll show you a different line or usher you to the front of the line. Don't be bashful. Just make sure that they know that you're in the Haven. Once you're off the ship and in the port, you're under a different authority, so Norwegian cannot guarantee anything once you're off the ship. If you paid extra for priority access, there's information about that. And I've given you information about the port that you're parking at. I've given you parking details for that. And then we've got a well-being travel checklist, so be sure to open that up and read through it just to keep yourself healthy while you're away. Be sure to wash your hands, sanitize your hands frequently. And I do recommend that you get COVID tested before beginning your vacation. And then the other things we want to talk about is, let's say you have a shore excursion. Let me get there. Okay, so that one does not. Tuesday. Yes, okay. So for this one, this is an example. If you booked your excursion with the cruise line, then what will happen is they will deliver your tickets to the stateroom. If for some reason they don't show up, go down the shore excursions desk to get them. And if you booked a short excursion with me, then I've given you information about that and the meeting instructions. I will also have the confirmation attached here, as well as under the information and documents section under documents. All right, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to call, text, or email me. And I know y'all will have a good time, and I look forward to hearing from you once you get back. Have a great day.